Season's greetings, fair listener. It's your old buddy Jay here. It's been quite a year, and it quickly draws to a close. But not before, as tradition dictates, a ChristmasCast is made. We have one for you today. Oh boy, do we.
But it's a mess.
A well-intentioned mess, filled with holiday cheer and fear. We had a little error in communication that resulted in the opening of the show being a bit horrible as far as audio is considered. But if you persevere, just like with all things, good things will come with time and patience. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah,
Cool Kwanzaa,
and a righteous Ramadan to you all. Enjoy the show.
The Santa I knew was an alcoholic, and he drinks and drives a lot. And one day, we got stuck in the I-45 HOV lane, and I didn't get my toys! It's Christmas time, and that's it's a big deal around these parts.
It's Christmas time, and it's a special time of year.
What do you have to say about that, Daniel?
It's
about Christmas being big around these parts?
Yes, around these parts.
I mean, I'd agree.
No, look at me. Look at me. These parts.
These parts.
Not those.
Ooh.
I can fucks with that.
Tell me about your favorite Christmas memory, Jay.
Nice.
This one.
That's a really good
this
one.
one.
This is a good one.
This is my favorite Christmas memory right now.
So we have to keep up with the tradition of being extremely rowdy and horrifying for the Christmas cast.
Are y'all gonna break another table this year?
Well, we wanted to.
We're out of tables.
That was in the discussion pre-podcast. Are you gonna break a table? You have a table.
Yeah, it's right here.
Can you send that to us by like UPS one day air?
Amazon Prime drone shipping. I'll shoot it down.
Hell yeah. Yeah, please do that.
That shit is great. I got that yesterday for my copy of Battlefront, and I sent it back.
The point of this podcast is to be extremely
Festive
obnoxious
and full of cheer.
We're off to a good start then.
I'm going to start things off right away by not recommending that Daniel sing. You see, I knew that was in the back of his mind. He was dreading it. He's been thinking about it for weeks. He's been seeing old Jay talking about it, and he just knows, man, this day is coming soon. One of these days, just counting down the days, another day at work, and I'm just sitting here thinking about it. It's going to be bad, and I'm not ready, and I'm rusty on my singing, and I'm not good. I was never good in choir in the first place.
I've never been in choir.
Well,
I'm inquiring now.
Oh!
That's a little joke for you.
I want people to tell me, okay, who has been on a fun Christmas vacation?
Oof.
I mean, I've been to Mexico for Christmas.
On Christmas?
Where did you go in Mexico?
I went to Monterrey, which is one of the biggest cities in the north. But it wasn't very fun because that day, or not on Christmas, it was like 2 or 3 days before Christmas was.
Is this a horror story?
Yeah, they hung,
We've discussed a lot of horror story.
Yeah, they hung some headless bodies from a bridge that we were crossing.
I like that.
Did you get a good look?
Yeah, I was 12.
Did one of them wink at you?
Headless? They winked at me?
And then, like, it did a little spin and, like, clicked its teeth?
Clicked its teeth. Like a little chatterbox thing?
Yes.
Yelled, "Rattle me bones!"
Oh! First reference of Rattle Me Bones of the night. Everyone, let's get it poppin'!
Help me. Well, to start things off, I want to do a little story about a man who's a little bit less fortunate than the rest of us.
Alright.
So that we can realize how thankful we need to be. Mm-hmm. Well, there is an Englishman from Hampshire who has been called the Naked Rambler because he refuses to put on clothes for the rest of his life. Stephen Goh faces another spell in prison for being nude in public, but could be out by Christmas. Winchester Crown Court heard today. It is. Appearing in court for the 40th time, the 56-year-old was sentenced to 200 days in jail for breaching an antisocial behavior order barring him from public nudity. Now, this guy, he's very determined. He wants to be nude until he is dead. Do you ever have these thoughts, Daniel?
About being nude when you're dead?
Yes.
No, not until you're
When
dead.
I'm dead?
No, when I'm dead,
You
I
will
want to
be
be fully
clothed.
clothed.
You will be clothed when you are being hoisted into the ground
Hoisted.
Wasted. Just,
or lowered.
I'm just being.
Like, there's
just
such
being,
there's a much better word for
Like
it's just like that.
ascend or descending.
That
I just
Jesus
imagine- I just
executable
imagine-
file in the asshole.
Like, I just imagine, like, a bunch of, like, really sweaty factory workers just lugging around a bag of rice.
That's
And
my
how they're
day.
gonna-
That's me
my every day.
And that's... They're gonna just throw me into a pit. Like a bag of rice.
The
Oh
pit returns.
no! I didn't bring it back that time. That's a faux pas now.
I brought it back.
That's such a faux pas. I don't want the flashbacks to haunt me at night anymore.
Oh, hey, Daniel.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten really lost on a road trip?
Yeah, it was actually in Mexico again.
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah, so...
Did you encounter El Chapo?
No.
Chapo?
God. Jesus. No,
I'm his son.
there outside of the town where my dad is from, there's literally like a village in the mountains that has like religious importance in Mexico. And we got lost one time, and it's up in the mountains, and they're like on the side of the road is on the edge of a mountain. So if you fall, you die. Like your
It's a
car
little
will
Christmas treat.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, I mean it really puts a bummer in the
Life.
bummer.
Puts a bummer in the bum.
Puts a bummer in life.
But yeah, we got super lost. Like, we didn't know what to do. There was no self-service because it was out in the middle of Mexico and up on a mountain. But we had some, like, village people help us.
Village people.
Like the YMCA
I
people.
love them.
No, they were really nice.
Did they ask you out?
They asked me out?
The village people. They're known for that.
Just asking people out?
Just you.
Didn't the Village People, like, the band The Village People? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a joke I'm making.
I don't remember the joke.
They were very stereotyped as being outrageously homosexual.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah,
and
no.
they were not all.
We were talking about last podcast about that horrifying primal fear you get when you get lost in a car or on a road trip with your...
Oh my
well,
God.
that's kind of the same thing. But, like, with your family, and when you're... Specifically when, like, an older person in your family, like a mother, father, just, like, you see him break down and start to get scared himself and how horrifying that is.
Like, it's crazy when you realize, especially at a young age, when you realize that your parents are human.
That's exactly what we said last week.
Like, oh my God, it's your heart just sinks. You're like,
I'm fucked.
who do I look to? Like, who? That's it. That's the end of the podcast.
So
So thanks for having me, guys.
so the Naked Rambler,
Let's get back on the naked man.
Yes.
he just wants to see his kids on Christmas. Why would a man...
I disagree. No, he should not do that.
Well, my question is, why would a man with family suddenly decide at like the age of 45, I'm going to go nude the rest of my life? What great awakening.
What broke in him?
I understand, you know, when you realize, oh, I should have been a woman suddenly. I can even accept that. But just suddenly, I have to be nude all the time. Just, why?
I don't know. I think it just has to do with the realization of your own mortality. You know what I mean? Especially when you climb up in age, it's like, oh, I'm getting to that point where what I'm doing is probably what I'm doing now is probably what's going to be happening for the rest of my life. Do you know what I mean? It's like once.
Why would
I'd
you want
say
to be
once-
naked for that?
Well, but that's
It
the
gets
thing.
cold.
And that's
Shrinkage,
the thing.
man.
He wants to kind
Highbrow.
of, and with the whole mortality
Yes.
thing, like you've heard that a man dies twice, right? Like when he dies, like physically, and when the last person utters his name, or it goes something like that.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I'm not aware.
Yeah, so it just has to do with you die when you physically die, but you also die when the last person remembers you for the last time. And I'm sure that this has something to do with him being wanting to be remembered at least.
Well, I don't, man, that's really looking into it. I don't know, but
No, I like
Or
that.
he's just
that's
fucking,
actually pretty
or he's
interesting.
just fucking
Or he's
nuts.
just fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Perhaps Daniel is crazy.
Perhaps.
Well, I mean, thinking
You know,
more about
I
it.
got to bring something up,
Please.
And I showed it to Daniel. Have you heard about
Oh,
the
no.
whole Rooster Teeth and Giant Bomb spat?
No, you're going to have to elaborate there. We lost Daniel for a
Disconnected
moment,
for some
but
reason.
he'll be back.
What's going on?
Well,
I'm offline, but I'm still connected to the internet.
Oh no.
What? What is this?
was that on there?
I don't.
I don't know.
Fuck. Let me hang up from you.
That's weird. Nope.
Is this phone really dead? Perhaps not.
He says, what happened?
Internet connection. Hold on, I'm resetting it. Tell them I have really fucking shoddy internet and it doesn't handle a steady stream of anything
My
well.
internet's out.
Ooh, what?
Like, my internet on my phone is out.
Oh, I didn't know you were connected to my Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't get service out here. Okay, yeah, I do.
You don't get service out here.
I got it.
Oh, this is bad.
This needs to stay in. We've had issues.
Yeah.
This is a Christmas
Disaster.
miracle.
Oh, is it not an unmiracle?
Miracle.
Is it not a
Tragedy.
anti-miracle or a pseudo miracle, or is it really
Happening.
Well, it seems we've lost Daniel, and I must apologize to the people because he is the greatest crowd pleaser that we own. We are worthless, but
We ended on a pretty provocative note, actually.
well, yeah, and so that's just a taste of more to come. But basically, the subject that I wanted to broach is, what does Christmas mean to you?
We've talked about this before. Christmas, not the day itself,
The
but
whole idea,
the time leading up to Christmas Day is my favorite time of the year. And we've discussed this in length before about how there's a certain warmth to it all, even though it's cold outside. Yeah, there's the contrast of being inside and with everybody that you know is kind of the warmth it brings to me. And we've talked about before how cold weather just tends to make things for us more memorable for some reason, because you feel kind of like huddled up and closer. I don't know what that is, but that's pretty much what it means to me. All of my best memories are not only in cold weather, but Christmas specifically.
Well, when I was young, I always kind of looked at Christmas as being getting to Christmas as this really rough uphill climb.
Like the days leading up.
Yeah, and I don't just mean that in the familial, respect, but I don't know. Christmas is actually a very dark time of the year for me. The whole season of holidays is actually very dark because, like you were saying, there's a certain specialness to all of it because of the temperature. I mean, you look outside and everything's just... Okay, for example, we are from an area that one day it may be 80 degrees and the next day 59 at the right time of the year. And suddenly everything looks muted and bleak. And I personally have a certain affinity for that.
Yeah, me too.
I really like that. But just something about the clothing, the feeling, everything, I don't know, it's like this strange type of haunting that for some reason I like. This is really hard to put into words.
It is hard to articulate why.
It really is.
Well, we have both talked about how everything seems more memorable and more enjoyable to some extent.
Mm-hmm.
Well, specifically like sitting around and just talking about stuff.
Yeah, especially
And I don't know what that is, but it's something about this time of year.
Work is always better around Christmas.
Why is that?
It's very, very poorly executed sarcasm because it is a nightmare. And I am now working
really poorly executed.
very, very unpleasant shifts because the holidays approach. And I've done this before, but it never gets better. And let me tell you why. Because I am exposed to retail radio, which on its own is bad enough. I hear Adele's Someone Like You several times a day, as well as a male cover version of it.
Oh, why do they need two?
Because
can't get enough Adele. She's so
you
deep.
can't get enough
We need to talk about Adele, actually.
Adele.
We're going to get into our music picks, but
She's farty.
I need to talk about this. We have a real problem here.
She lives?
Not with Adele. We have a real problem.
Lay it on me.
I'm going to spell it out, and you're going to finish it.
Okay.
Nope. CONOPO.
Nope.
Iconopop.
Oh, I don't care! My God! Why did you do that to me?
I don't know what to make as strange as possible.
That is such a foreign kind of weird band name. Not like a foreign, but foreign in the respect of that's just weird. I don't mean I know they are from a different country than us.
I don't know why I did that to you. I just tried deliver that.
I was thinking
in
that
the
all
worst
as
possible way.
one word. What is that? I call a pope. What?
I call him the Pope.
I call him the Pope.
I call myself the Pope.
Early contender for an episode title.
Just turn the lights off. Gotta shimmy on over.
I gotta shimmy on.
Where's my lighter? Where's my lighter? Hand me the jacket. There's a lighter in there. That's not my jacket.
Over here.
I don't know why I pointed at that. That's your jacket. Don't throw
Those
that.
are my pants.
That weighs 10 pounds. I'd like to interrupt this conversation on Iconopop. Or is it Icon or Econ?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Well, Icon is what it more closely resembles.
Yeah,
anyway,
that's what I'm thinking.
we are, at this moment, lighting the ceremonial Papa Francisco Pope candle in commemoration of the blood of Christ being spilled on the cold marble floor in Pontius Pilate's house when he didn't give him a 12-pack, of course. It's hard to light them, just like it was hard to burn the Pope's body back then.
That white robe does not catch on fire easily.
It's actually always wet because he perspires a lot. And Papa Francisco is frequently hot because of the robe. Because
He's constantly being
he's
lit on fire also.
Being a little, his sweat is actually lighter fluid.
But the robe is non-flammable. I'm looking at Francis, just looking back.
You mean Papa?
Yeah, sure.
Papa,
What's your deal with Iconopop? I know you hate it.
Well, I mean, it goes without saying because every other commercial you see today uses their annoying song. That's probably not titled "I Don't Care," but that's the fucking main line of it.
It's like a disease. You squash it out, and then a mutated form comes back in another form of a commercial.
My concern is, agencies, the people who put together advertisements, whatever, they are in the advertising business. And in the advertising business, it is, you know everything that's going on, I would imagine. How could they not note the Iconopop thing?
Yeah.
Or maybe, are they thinking, well, it just keeps being more and more successful. It worked for them. I don't know. But that song is extremely obnoxious. It's channeling this kind of irritating, you know what Riot Girl is? Riot Girl is like this feminist punk movement where like girls just like yell at the top of their lungs annoyingly, and I can't explain it. I can't.
So it's like
explain
the
it.
opposite of Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros.
Yeah. Except they're both really bad, and the opposite of Edward Sharpe would be the greatest music ever conceived.
It's just like another
More bullshit. Fuck it. But let's get on to good music, man. Please.
You want to go ahead and do this?
Well, let me explain. Well, I want to knock out the music early this time, so
Okay.
we can fill people with extra festive cheer. The point that I made in segueing previously to my work in retail radio is we now have, I think very close to Thanksgiving, it switches over suddenly to holiday music,
Yes.
Christmas music.
That
And
starts around like early November.
I was there the moment it switched over, the moment they updated their playlist
Oh.
and the retail radio garbage. And, everybody complains about listening to Christmas music all the time. Everyone is upset by it. Oh, yeah, it sucks. Oh, I can't stand this song again. But I've just kind of gotten used to it because I've been working here a while. I've seen, one Christmas before, and you tune it out. But there is one song that inexplicably I can't explain it.
You tweeted about this, right?
Yes, I did. I despise this song.
So we've talked about what we like about this time of year, so now we're going to get on the
Oh no,
opposite end.
we're willy-nilly. We're all over the
We're all over the crimps.
No. We're willy-nilly. We are all over the place. We are going to go back and forth. This is going to be a celebration of misery and happiness. So, there's a little song, and I don't want people to take this the wrong way, because it's actually a very significant song, because it was the first song within, the holiday music genre that achieved huge mainstream success, written by an African American. And his name was Donny Hathaway. And a lot of African Americans regard it as a hallmark in the advancement of black music. Now,
How old is this?
1971.
Okay.
But it didn't become popular until the early 90s, when I think it was featured in some kind of anthology or something of soul music. The song is called This Christmas.
This Christmas, and as we trim the tree, all the fun is gonna be together. This Christmas, as the end I say, we're caroling through the and this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me.
I looked it up. There are currently 37 popular versions of this song. I'm serious. I had to do my research today because it is okay. Let me explain why I don't like it.
Please.
It's one thing, just one thing that really bugs me. Well, maybe two.
Well, okay, yeah, it can be one thing, but guess what the thing about Christmas time is? You hear that song over
all
and over
day,
and over and over.
and it's in a time where I'm associating, the music with the misery I'm going through, which is work. And so the song goes, This Christmas.
This Christmas will be a very special Christmas.
Yes.
A little redundant.
This Christmas will be a very special Christmas.
Yeah.
He always says, Christmas, Christmas. It's more annoying than my imitating it. And,
I don't even think I've ever heard that song.
most people would not think about it. But that's just, it's not repetitive because it's only twice. But something about it, man. And the little annoying horn section. I just get into this mood at work where it comes on
You're looking for things to pick on. What was that?
my phone.
Okay.
And this misery cloud descends upon me. And all I hear is, Christmas! How he says Christmas is repulsive. It is repulsive. And to add to this, it's not really that bad of a song. It's just your typical soul Christmas song. But just over and over and over and over and over that same damn line, this Christmas is going to be a very special Christmas for me. Over and over. And there are, as I said before, 36 popular recorded versions. My store plays 4 of them. 4. So it's a safe bet that if you walk into my store...
4 versions of that song.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Not including the original.
It's 5.
Yes.
Okay.
I counted it. I have had my Shazam app going crazy, left and right. It's the kind of thing where, it's my big problem with everything. Guilt by association. There has to be some thinking of, wow, this song is just so good. All these people covered it. They just thought it was so damn good. There just had to be 36 popularly accepted covers of it, including Chris Brown.
Oh.
It's so shitty. I'm sorry. It is the most average song in the world at best, and without, thinking about the covers. But all these covers, they make it like it is fucking crack cocaine or something, and I fucking hate it, and I want it to stop. Yeah, that's all I had.
It's funny that you mentioned guilt by association specifically.
My biggest
because
weakness.
I was trying to think of the right term or phrase or whatever to describe that kind of our instinct to hate everything that's popular, or not popular, but what's with the in crowd. And I kind of stumbled on that specific term last night, and I was like, yes, that pretty much encompasses how I feel about a lot of things, but I'm willing to throw that aside for a few things, such as Star Wars and stuff like that, but yeah.
But do you think it's a weakness? Because most people I know, who I talk to, say it is.
Say what?
That guilt by association is a huge weakness.
I don't think so. I think it can kind of accentuate your personality, really.
What was it I was asking you? It's widely known I am unfortunately a heavy metal music fan, and I asked you, I don't know if it was on the last channel or this channel, if you really dislike the music or the people. And I got you to admit that it was almost 50-50.
About metal?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't like the culture around it mostly. I don't like either. You don't either, right? Do you?
Not now.
Yeah.
Well, I like select few bands, but that's it.
I just have a hard time picturing myself ever driving in a car and listening to metal. And I'm sure it's a lot different for you being a musician.
No, I'm just it's a combination of being a musician who's interested in we're gonna get into this. This is not
we
the
do.
point.
Yeah.
Well, okay, fine. It's a combination of me being a musician who is interested in technical things, which technical denotes exhibiting masterful technique. It's not that I'm saying, whoa. It's kind of like the line of thinking where, it's hard to explain because there's this big debate that's always been going on in the metal world, whatever that is, where people, oh, it's so fast, that makes it good. Oh, it's so complicated, it's good. Well, the problem with that is, after a certain point, if you speed things up so quickly or make them a certain, degree of complicated, complex, it's not musical. There's no rise and fall, there's no ebb and flow, there's no dynamics, there's none of that. And it's tricky. I try to strike a balance between bands that can exhibit technical proficiency, but also have a certain grounded quality at moments where, they might have something that's kind of profound feeling, or really my biggest concern is just not cringeworthy. And by cringeworthy, I just mean
fulfilling the metal stereotype of
just
smelly, belchy fat kid.
Yeah. That, the whole rock on, man, and horns, yeah, devil horns, man, oh yeah, headbanging. I just get so sick of all that.
How do you feel about... I would say that metal, of all music genres, is the one that's on the farthest rim of, acceptance, wouldn't you say?
Well, I mean, take, for example, a very unfortunately popular metal band, or what people would label a metal band. I don't label them this. Slipknot.
Oh, new metal.
They're alternative metal now. They're all fucking alternative rock.
They're fucking awful.
They are fucking awful. They're really awful. But you'll probably find more people listening to them than some obscure Indian sitar piece. You kind of get what I mean? Like, to most ears, Slipknot would be an instant, ugh, no. But even less people, I feel like, will listen to music for, for example, a solo instrument or something. It'll be less popular overall.
I would say that that's probably because while you might not like metal, you're at least familiar with it.
Right.
And so, and a sitar, I mean, most people aren't unless you're a big...
It's a really interesting instrument. I mean, it's weird, but very interesting. But,
I think there's a degree of familiarity. While not you don't have to enjoy it, but there's like a subconscious level of comfort in it to where you know what you're getting.
I don't know. The biggest thing
that's totally out of my ass, but
the biggest thing that drove me away from heavy metal music was I don't know. I started getting interested in girls. Back in the day.
Well, that's what I was saying about the outer rim of acceptance.
And, I don't mean to be this way because it's all people. It's not just women. People have this habit of instantly putting you into a category.
Yeah.
And certain categories are automatically, nope. And being a metalhead to...
You get lumped in the same category as, Satanists.
9 out of 10 women today, yeah. You're crazy, he's gross, he's satanic, he's scary, and... Which is frustrating, but it's totally understandable because anyone who's been raised on pop music, their ear is not tempered for that crass, precise, metallic kind of crap. And so, naturally, I started shedding, my band t-shirts, the all-black stuff, the long hair, and tried to adopt a more eclectic sensibility about music. And fortunately, studying classical music in school really helped that because it helped me bridge the gap between what I perceived to be legitimately technical instrumental music and, real stuff. Like a lot of classical music. Anyway, my point in all of this, ultimately, is to get to this segue. Basically, I got out of metal because, much as I like to think, I don't think I'm different. I don't go out of my way to be different, but I have a certain problem with repetitive people. You could call it that. Like recently, I was ranting on Twitter about Columbia PFG shirts.
Shout out to Joe.
He's Guy Harvey, man.
Oh,
Those shitty fishing shirts, and people put the fucking bumper stickers on their car. It's a fishing t-shirt!
Okay.
Salt life!
I need to, yeah.
These fucking people,
have you noticed
man.
Yeti coolers?
Ah! Yes. The designated redneck cooler.
There's stickers on trucks, and worse, hats.
Hats.
Yeah. Hats with just the Yeti logo on it, which says Yeti.
It's a fucking cooler. Why do you put that on your car? Why are you so proud of supporting that? The only reason I think people put Apple stickers on the car is because they get them in all their Apple accessories. And like, well, just put them in the car, I guess. Do you think people just get them in their fucking shirts?
No, I
and
think
stuff?
people seek out that. I think people, it's like brand, like I don't know what it is.
Some weird
I think
prestige factor?
To an extent, I think it's. I totally think it's more about the brand and the hat and the sticker more than the cooler. I mean, I'm fucking sure of that, actually.
I didn't really want to get into this, but it can fit into the segue. I mean, ultimately, I find those types of people who are very drawn to that to be very dull people, interested in a lot of just like gray and brown and miserable muted colors and just fishing and wiping scum off the bottom of their boots and smelling like deer piss and talking about, being racist. That's my own prejudice. But
you see it a lot with like high schoolers, actually.
Oh. Yeah, what's Joe's excuse?
Very impressionable. Very impressionable.
Merry Christmas, Joe.
Merry Christmas.
But my segue overall, it can include those types of people. I like to think, and this is the point I was trying to get to before, I like to think that, every decision I've ever made has entirely been my own, and that I am entirely self-reliant, and all of my style, everything, ideas, has always been just me. But in reality, because of things like guilt by association, I allow people to indirectly control me, which is a deeply profound weakness. And
well, yeah, you'll look at something and be like, I can't like that. I won't like that.
Or I just start associating certain traits about people with automatically just shutting them off. This person is shit. This is a shit person, which is just as closed-minded as I think they are. So it's a horrible, horrible thing, and I should not be that way, but I'm still working through that. But in bringing up, all that stuff and those types of people, let me tell you a little bit about my high school experience. And don't worry, people, we will eventually get to that music segment we have been teasing you with for so damn long.
You want me to talk about mine after you're done?
Sure, you can go first.
Because, no, I think it's worth it because we went to very similar high schools.
Well, so...
And, you'll get two different perspectives on this.
I went to a college prep school because...
I did too.
The area I'm from, the public schools are not great, and my parents happen to be doing pretty well at the time. They're still doing well. Anyway... if you know what a college prep school is, especially in certain regions, you know what you're gonna get. You know exactly what you're gonna get. A lot of boat shoes, khaki pants, sports t-shirts, fishing t-shirts, visors, sunglasses with the little
croquis.
The croquis. Oh, there's a great song by Between the Buried and Me. Actually, I shouldn't be recommending metal as I simultaneously explain why I got out of it. Called Croquis and Boat Shoes. And it just lays it out on the table, man. Everything shitty about them. Anyway, so something strange happened to me the other day at work. There is a woman, I work at a fucking grocery store, unfortunately, and along with RJ3K, and still keeping that going. And there is this woman named Elise who works in the bakery, and let's say I'm on aisle 13. And I'm working on some baby food. And she's come out of the back room doors. And she could just go straight down this aisle to the bakery. Goes around to another aisle. What do you think of that? To avoid
because
me.
Of you?
Because I'm there. And I at work speak frequently to those in my immediate crew and department. But otherwise... I mind my own damn business. Now, being from the South, you have to understand. Well, for anyone who's not from the South, and I don't know if it's like this elsewhere, everybody likes to be up in everybody's business. Everybody likes to talk to everyone and shoot the shit and, oh, hey! Every time you see them. I like to go to work. I'm miserable there. I want quiet. I don't want to talk to anyone. So I only talk to the people that I have to. High school, to a certain extent, college was very much the same way. Now, unfortunately, due to metal taking its hold onto me from an early age, I made some very reprehensible decisions about what I adorned myself with in reference to clothing, some things which still stick, and this included hair, which anyone who knew me from 2011 until early 2014, hair was a situation.
Especially at our kind of school, that's a very foreign concept of having long hair.
This school I went to, you couldn't even have hair growing over the middle of your ear or you'd be sent home. You couldn't have it go over your eyebrows at all.
Really?
Yeah.
If you're a guy.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Really? You couldn't have it over your ears?
That's right.
Because mine does that sometimes. I mean, like, not right now, but you can see how it would.
You went to a different school.
Yes, no, I'm saying it sounds ridiculous.
But they were very strict about things that didn't matter at my school. And, okay, so let's take, I'm in 11th grade. I'm finishing up my second year of French. And I've got some stupid metal hair. Or what it could be, some kind of weird spin-off that I won't get into. And I just go to my desk, sit in the back, wait for it to end. Now, I learned later, because I was in a tutoring group that had several ultra preppy little rays of sunshine with bleach blonde hair and their fucking athletic shorts and all that. They were around me, and they got to know me because they were in the tutoring group. And they realized, oh, this guy's normal.
He's normal, but has different tastes.
Yeah.
Like, that's all there is to it.
And what they told me was...
Yeah, a lot of people think that different tastes means you're a different being.
Mm-hmm.
And that's totally
I do that too, but... So, because I minded my own business, had some weird hair, didn't say much, I found out that I was thought to be scary. Described by multiple little rays of sunshine, so shielded, so deeply shielded in this college prep school environment. All I had to do was sit, not bother anybody, and I'm scary. What do you think of this?
Well, that's the attitude you get in the kind of high school we went to. Well, I mean, like I said, that the concept of long hair is totally foreign. Almost everybody at those schools had like the exact same, like, not a bowl cut, but
flippy
like
hat hair.
The flippy hat hair where it kind of like takes over all of your forehead.
Early Justin Bieber didn't get too long hair.
Yeah, it's exactly that.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost everybody had that, or like a buzz cut.
It was that preppy, obnoxious look. And, that was acceptable then, but...
I'm picturing it now. Let's say this is a school
shitty.
uniform. You got the Justin Bieber kind of hair. You've got your collared shirt, khaki pants, and like those tan New Balance shoes.
Or boat shoes.
Either or.
Especially boat shoes. You got the sunglasses propped on top of your head. Man, I can't stand that type of... I don't need to get into that. But just... I just find it so disgusting the way people are raised, in that environment. That guy, he's not doing anything. He's not talking to me. He's not getting in everybody's business and getting to know them. Oh, he's scary. He's this foreign thing. In a city, you walk the fuck down the street and you stare straight forward. You don't say, oh, hey, how you doing? To every damn person. God bless you. Oh, my God. You don't do that to everyone you see. And the ironic thing about this is it's not just that environment. At work, I encounter the same thing.
Even now?
Well, yeah.
Why? I mean,
Because, well, first of all, I am an awkward, kind of weird-looking guy, so people are a little, certain people are opposed to approach me, but I have a lot of awkward interactions with the peripheral employees, because, and it's just, it shouldn't be that way. It should just be, you know, I don't know. It's just really frustrating. It's just something that's always on my mind.
for me, in the same kind of high school experience, I had a lot of dissenting opinions, kind of like you do, and we both do now. And it was the guilt by association thing that kept me from really getting involved socially with a lot of people. But I had my friends. I got along with everybody in my class just fine.
Oh, the people that I had been around since kindergarten, everybody knew I was fine.
Exactly.
But it's those upper and lower grades.
I had my best friends were part of that kind of crowd. Like Trevor and Nolan are kind of like in that crowd, but they're still some of my best friends. And I think the difference between me and you in that situation is I wasn't bold enough to really take a stance or make any moves towards anything. I remained on the outside, and people were kind of like, I don't know what he likes. I
feel like you melded more into the background than me.
Definitely.
And I stuck out like a sore thumb.
Because I also played sports in high school.
Well,
But here's what happened. After I went back for my reunion lunch after my first freshman semester in college, I learned that from one of my classmates that everybody just thought I was constantly high, stoned, whatever. And I just had to say, I've never smoked weed. To this day, I've never done that. But it's just the way I look. I have huge bags under my eyes. I mind to myself. That's what I look like, I guess. I have that attitude and kind of messy hair. I don't know what it is.
I have, big dark shadows under my eyes genetically.
Not like mine.
Mine
are really bad.
You have more bags, I have more shadows.
Okay, sure.
And a lot of my mother was always saying, "Oh, it's just your allergies." Mom, I don't have any problems with that. And it's just there, My sister has them too, and I can't do anything about it. Maybe if I tanned or something, they might go away, but then I'd look like the people I loathe. So these type of situations and what I faced in high school drastically shaped who I came to be and my perception and the hatred of certain people that I have. Because, a lot of people will say that they don't have any hatred for any type of people. And I don't, based off really any, anything that matters like race or to a certain extent religion. But because of this, continue to this day to when I see someone in a fishing hat and a fishing shirt and those annoying light khaki pants with the boat, it is disgusting to me. It is disgusting. And this is funny because, you got people like Joe, who's a good friend of yours. And, you wear athletic clothing, not the same kind of crap, not that scum scraping fish crap. But I don't know. It's just it's good to know somebody who can see through all this crap.
Well, yeah, there are always exceptions.
Because God, I know how much you loathe, metal culture and all that. And if I was not the horrible failing epitome of it back in the day.
Here's the thing. I loathe exactly what you're talking about, but I'm not as articulate in the matter as you are in terms of croquis and visors and stuff. But yeah, Joe kind of wears that stuff, but
Joe is weird.
Yeah, exactly.
Joe's really weird.
Just like all the people that we know, we have that penchant for the absurd, and we all click at some point,
Indeed.
and we all get each other. We're all on the same page usually, except for Joe, and he has breakdowns in communication.
By the way, I want to bring up something about Joe.
Joe is the center of the podcast.
Joe, man, I hardly
He's going to be
know
listening.
him. I have met him once. And I don't feel like I know him, but I got such a picture, man. And I want it to be made very clear to him that the things that I'm doing on my personal Twitter in regards to Jewish holidays and him are all in good fun. I'm not mocking him. I just find Jewish culture to be one of the most fascinating and interesting things that I can think of. And so the fact that he's Jewish, I just every now and then I like to bring up something Jewish because it's just I have no one to express this Jewish knowledge with. And he's I don't, being from the South, Jews, it's hard to find Jews. And so
It's hard to find Jews. That's got to be that.
Might be the title. Oh God! What Graham's up for Christmas title? It's hard to find Jews. Oh my God!
Oh, we're off to we're coming to a close, and we're hitting on all cylinders.
Well, fuck you. We gotta do music. God damn it!
Oh, we're hitting on all. We're firing. Let's go.
Anyway, we have got to get to this thing that we have been sidestepping around for so damn long, which is music. Music. We don't want music. That's something else. Anyway.
Wait, what is music?
Music is like adult contemporary
jazzy
or elevator music, basically, is the best way to describe it.
That's why I said jazz.
Just crap to be put onto the background that you do not
Weather Channel music?
Yes, you do not think a thing about, and it's horrid.
Only when you hear it outside of the Weather Channel, you're like, that's Weather Channel music.
Yep.
Other than that, it's just like, it doesn't matter.
Well, I really racked my brain for something that would kind of fit with a Christmas theme, and this has not been a very Christmassy episode. We can't keep this theme going. It's hard, but we're going to do it anyway. So, being that I am not distinctly religious, I wanted to choose something that had sort of the special feel of a very solemn or personal piece of Christmas music. But that wasn't at all.
Okay.
So, all right. I have something from the Cowboy Bebop original soundtrack, which is, to this day, in my opinion, one of the best fucking soundtracks ever made. One of these days, you motherfucker, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna strap you into the chair. It's gonna be like a Clockwork Orange. You can have your eyes open. I'm gonna be dropping stuff in there, and you're gonna watch it. And
Are you gonna scratch my retina?
And you're gonna like it. No, we can fix that. I can take you over to the eye place. My sister used to work there. Anyway, my recommendation is a song called "Waltz for Venus," originally composed and arranged by Yoko Kanno for Cowboy Bebop.
Sounds Christmas!
It does. It's a good show, but it's got
Problems!
No, it's a great show with spectacular music. That's the best way to describe it. Now, your pick.
It's something you're familiar with. It is.
Rudolph.
By DMX.
Really?
No, but I kind of want to put that as my music choice of the week.
All your call, man.
No, I'm gonna go with A Special Song to Me. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Ghost Movement by Dax Riggs. What do you have to say?
Let it play.
We spoke about the stars up in the night. Yeah. How'd you ever get so high? Gonna try and drown the drink the river dry. And may the ghost lay by my side. And the flowers will bloom if you want them to. Yeah, the flowers will blow if you want them to.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
One of my.
How did you discover
Probably
this
is my
one?
favorite one.
How
What?
did you discover this one?
I listened to the whole album.
Oh, that's We Sing of Only Blood or Love, right?
Yeah, I think that I like that one. You recommended the second album, but
Well,
I
that's
like
just
the first one.
That's only because I have listened to the well, it's technically his second album. We Sing of Only Blood or Love. His original, it was like an EP that was like bordering on a full length or something. I don't know, but it's good too. But it's not.
I think that album's good. Good road trip music.
It's very good road trip music. It's
and that's kind of that's why I'm choosing this for my Christmas themed one, but because road trips kind of go hand in hand with holidays for me at least.
another thing that boggles my mind is what you told me the other day, and I'm
that?
going to get back to your song. You told me that you had never seen National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Absolutely right.
That is wild. There are a few Christmas movies where I'm like, oh, you gotta see it. You gotta see it. That's
Is
one.
Elf one of them?
No.
Okay.
Christmas Vacation is just.
I'm
It's
totally
really good.
throwing a cheap shot
It's-
your way. I know we both hate Elf, so
Elf is. I abort Elf. Anyway, yeah. Ghost Movement, man. That whole album is riddled with little treasures
I had a
like
hard
that.
I had a hard time picking between that and Death Bright.
Oh, Death Bright's I would choose Death Bright.
Yeah, okay.
Death Bright is. It's more like a church choir piece than anything, and Ghost Movement is more kind of like a straightforward rock and roll song. And man, I don't know. He's got so much good music, and it really is sad.
We've talked about the mythos you've kind of conjured up around him and of your own.
It's just a lot of his whole lyrics are largely acid based. And, he was in a metal band called Acid Bath, so makes sense. But I think his music is very accessible on a musical level. But for people who are a little more into abstract and surreal things, his lyrics will speak to you deeply.
Right.
So that's why I think we have this common ground with him.
Well, we've talked about it before. How like,
His music is just feelings, like his lyrics.
yeah, it's something you can't really describe, and even if you kind of get the idea of what he's talking about, you still don't know what he's talking about.
But it's still just Dax Riggs.
yeah, right.
It's
but
just, it's Dax Riggs being
what I was
Dax
saying
Riggs.
is like you've kind of built up this mythos that we've discussed in length by text message, but I think that that kind of legendary status that you've created for him has transferred to me, but I don't have as deep of an understanding and appreciation as you do. But
My sister gave me that
oh, okay, see,
because she got me into Acid Bath way back, and Acid Bath is not for the weak of heart, but they have some very deep music that isn't metal.
yeah. But when you told me about Dax Riggs, I had to listen to it and look for stuff. I think that's what made it really stick to me. So,
And I appreciate that so much because so often my recommendations, just among people in general, go unseen. Like,
it's all lost on deaf ears.
at work, there's this guy named Cody who actually just quit, and he was he grew to become my best friend at work. And we didn't have a tremendous amount in common, but like I don't know, we had a certain affinity for TV and movies and he was kind of a geek that didn't didn't want to talk about it, but when he was with me, he was totally geeking out. And
The socially conscious geek.
yeah, exactly. And I tried so hard. He was really into Game of Thrones. Well, first of all, he's like this white guy who's okay. This is not racist that I'm saying this. This is what they
Dirty
call
white
them,
boy.
wiggers.
Oh, okay.
He was a super wigger, and that do you think it's racist?
No.
I mean, it comes from something that's anyway. He was a wigger, and he made his own beats and rapped. It was horrible, but he also liked Star Wars, Game of Thrones, all this nerdy shit, and so we had some common ground, and it was the closest thing I could get at work. And he really liked, God, what was it? I don't know. Like, I tried so hard to get him into Breaking Bad. I tried so hard, and ironically enough, he's a friend of my only friend on Xbox One, and he received an achievement recently for watching a cooking show, and the achievement was
Oh my god, the Netflix
bad.
achievements, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, man. But breakfasting bad.
did that sting you?
It was like, man, you're even acknowledging that this has become, like, has a hand in fucking popular culture, and you're refusing to watch it. Do you not look at the fucking critics rating? What? I don't understand how people don't listen to critics. You know?
Yeah.
They do that shit for a living, and they're not always right, but you can find one that you like and
I take it as
commonly agree with.
like a low level, like
a guy.
almost like a paint layer, you know?
Yeah,
just like
just a base to get a feel
Yeah.
for something, and man, so many people think critics are bullshit. Oh, you're always hating on that new Alvin and the Chipmunks movie was good.
Oh yeah, the new Transformers is good.
Did you see Megan Fox? Oh my god, I hear she has 6 toes, but you're not. Everyone I fucking deal with. So I don't know. We've come to a standstill in this podcast, I feel.
Wrap it up for now.
We're going to wrap it up,
We will be transformed.
and you will see us, and you will fear us, and you will know us by our trail of dead.
I'm recording.
That'll be it.